Alrighty, hey there guys, Adrian Acosta here, aka Jedi195, coming at you guys with another video. And this video, guys, it is going to be my top defensive playbooks for Madden 23. These playbooks are going to be what I think you guys should give a try to. Obviously, if you want, pick your own playbook, it's completely up to you. But these are the recommendations that I like for the defensive playbooks. So if you guys do like this type of content and want to see more of it, hit the subscribe button below and also leave a like, guys. All of those things help me out in the algorithm. And it all would be greatly appreciated. So coming in at number 5 spot, guys, is going to be the Las Vegas Raiders playbook. Now, this one is just a personal thing for me. I love the Raiders defense. I've been using it the last few months. And I really do like it. First of all, it's got some good 3-4 sets. I like to play a 3-4 defense if I can. Unfortunately, right now, with the way I have with how the Seahawks team is structured right now, I don't really have the ability to fit in linebackers. But yeah, you got your odd Baron Cub. 4-3, even 6-1 is always really good. Has been really good for the last few years in terms of like blitzing the quarterback and stuff of that nature. Nickel, they got things like they got big nickel, which is all really, really good. Then for the regular nickel, they've got 2-4-5, 2-4-5 double mug, which is now double A gap, 3-3 odd, which is 3-3-5, and then 3-3-5 wide. So they got some good formations there. And then obviously for dime, they have 2-3-6. But I love all of their nickel packages. All of these nickel packages I absolutely just love very much. They got some great calls here too. Now you can call like a 4 quarters this year. You got like cover 6. They did remove, by the way, just a quick thing for those of you that are new. If you want your defense to match, like if you're calling cover 6 or cover 4 defenses, or you got like seam threats on the flats on the field, you're gonna have to go into coaching adjustments and turn on zone coverage to match. So that way the defense will match the receivers based on play the receivers based on their match rules if they're in a match coverage. So but yeah, I love the Raiders defense overall. It has some very good versatility and flexibility in terms of like your nickel and dime package, your nickel packages, as well as like your base defense if you are running a base 3-4 defense and stuff of that nature. And then obviously 4-3, even 6-1 is just really good pressure defense. But with that being said, guys, let's get into number 4 on this list. Coming in at number 4, guys, is going to be the Washington Commanders playbook. Now, the Washington Commanders, they're a playbook that I have slept on. They have some solid defensive stuff here. They got 4-3 over. They got some 4-3 stuff like over walk, over solid, 3-4 under, which is okay. Nickel, they have some pretty good nickel plays though. Nickel over, which is one of the better formations in the game. Double mug, which is double A gap. Then you got nickel wide, which is basically a little bit more of like the defensive line is spread out. You can see in like nickel over, like the squares, they're a little bit more congested, whereas nickel wide, they're actually a little bit more spaced out, and the edges are actually out wide outside of the tackles. And then 3-3-5 Cub, as I talked about with the Raiders defense, is really, really good. Also, they do have like dime normal if that is something that interests you, but dollar is one of the main reasons why this playbook is really, really good. Dollar this year is just the most overpowered defense in the entire game, other than maybe nickel normal or nickel over. So they do have a couple of the best defensive formations in the game, but they're at number 4 because there are some other playbooks that have the same formations, but provide a little bit more, in my opinion. So let's go on to the number 3 spot. Coming in at the number 3 spot, guys, is going to be the New York Giants. This one was a surprise for me, too. If you guys are a little bit surprised by that, this was a surprise for me. Never actually decided to look at the Giants playbook, but for base defenses, like 3-4, they got 3-4 under, bear, and over. They got 4-4 split, which is okay. I've seen some people make 4-4 work. I'm not one of them. I don't like 4-4 split. Defensive nickel packages, they got the same nickel packages, Cub, odd, 2-4-5, and double A gap. So they're kind of similar in the Raiders in that sense, but their dime packages are a little bit better. They do have dime 2-3-6, which is big dime, which a lot of people did find very, very good last year. This year, it's not being seen as popular, but it still can be used if you have a decent amount of defensive backs on the field. If you're running like a lot of safeties around the field, like you got like no linebackers, this could be very useful for you. They also have dime 2-3-6 will, which is basically another version of dollar. You got your DB fires, you got your cover 6s, you got your edge blitz 3s. And then they also have dime 146, which is another popular formation that kind of is like dollar in a sense of like 3 down linemen and a shit ton of DBs. So yeah, a lot of good stuff here for the Giants defense. But they rank at number 3 simply just because of the fact that I think there's just a couple more playbooks that are a little bit more popular, simply just because of some other things. So with that being said, guys, let's get into number 2. Coming in at number 2, guys, is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs defense. This defense has definitely gotten back popularity this year. I don't remember if it was very popular last year. I think a lot of people used a different playbook last year that we'll probably get into. But the Chiefs defense this year is pretty solid overall. They got some they got some solid 4-3s. They also have 4-3 even 6-1, which a lot of people, again, is is a very solid defensive meta scheme. 3-4 under. They also have big nickel, which again not a lot of teams do this year. Slowly and slowly, big nickel is starting to be trimmed out of playbooks. Hopefully they bring those back. Nickel, they just have 3-3 and over, but they're two of the best nickel formations in the game. Over, as I talked about, is one of the better ones. And then nickel 3-3. This year, a lot of people have figured out with 3-3 that you could actually loop blitz people, which is disgusting, but hey, I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to warn you guys about it. Dime, they have normal dime, and then they also have dollar. They also have quarter, too, if you really are interested. But dollar, definitely, again, as I talked about, is probably the best defense in the game. And they also have nickel over and nickel 3-3, which are 2, and big nickel, which are 4 of the top 5 defensive formations in the game. Overall, guys, I would say in general. But yeah, there is one playbook that is better. So with that being said, guys, let's get into the top spot on the list. And coming in at the number 1 spot, guys, it is going to be the 4-6 alternate defense. This year, once again, it is the best defense, and in my opinion, I don't think it's a decent margin. I do think there are other playbooks that you could use, but the 4-6 defense is probably the best defense. Is the best defense of the game, in my opinion. 4-6, obviously, you got your base 4-6, you got 3-4, 4-4. Now nickel, again, like their nickel packages are the best in the game. They got nickel over, nickel 3-3, which again a lot of people are abusing in terms of the loop blitz. The new loop blitz, as people, if you guys were around at the beginning of the year and or at least heard about it, you knew that there was a loop blitz that was impossible to pick up, or not impossible. It was very hard. They also have 3-3 cub, which a lot of people will look to put safeties into the linebackers here, and then audible from 3-3 to 3-3 cub, which I think you should not be able to do that. I think you should have to have linebackers in these spots. Should be forced to play linebackers instead of having so many defensive backs. But they also have big nickel over G, which is, again, as I talked about before, normal dime, and then dollar 3-2-6. So they have like 4 of maybe the top 5 best formations in the game. Big nickel, nickel over, 3-3, 3-3 cub, and dollar. So yeah, overall, I would say actually that's 5. They have like the 5 best defensive formations in the game. So quite honestly, I think the big nickel, the 4-6 defense is better. You could definitely make a case for multiple D. However, they don't have big nickel. I think, just that's it. Like their playbook is the same except for 4-6 and big nickel. But with that being said, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Next set of videos, guys, we're going to be looking over abilities, what I think are the best abilities to have on your offense and defense, what I think you should be looking to pick up. But with that being said, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.